everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Carrie, otherwise known as @CarrieCanMakeIt on Instagram. If you love any crafty and sewing tutorials, please give my channel a subscribe, a like and a click below, and then that way you won't miss out on any future tutorials. And head out and check on Instagram and give me a follow there as well. So today's project is all about pumpkins, fabric pumpkins, and they are so easy to sew. You'll be making your whole pumpkin patch. Now last year I made a video on how to do crochet pumpkins, and I'll put the link in the description box below in case you want to go and make them as well. But this time it's all about fabric, and you really don't need many materials to start your own pumpkin patch. So here's what you're going to need. So you're going to need some fabric. I've got here 3 different sorts of fabrics that I used. So you can see we've got the small pumpkin, we've got the medium size pumpkin, and we've got the large pumpkin. So you're going to need some fabric. I would say a fat quarter for the small one, 1/2 metre for the large one, and you are going to have excess fabric over, or you can use all your scraps. So you get all 3 in these materials. I got 1/2 metre and I've got loads left to make more. You're going to need some jute or some ribbon or some twine. I've used this lovely sort of hessian twine and some cinnamon sticks for the top of the pumpkin, or you can go into your garden and get some chunky twigs. And then last, you're going to need some toy stuffing, or if you've got an old cushion or an old pillow, you can sort of tack it open and get all the fluff out and stuff it in here. Or if you've got old socks, bits and pieces of scraps of fabric, anything that's going to give it a squishy feel. And finally, you're going to need your basic sewing kit, an iron and an ironing board, your sewing machine, or you can hand sew this, and a hand needle, plenty of thread and some sharp scissors and a fabric marker. Okay, so I've cut out the piece of fabric for the medium size pumpkin. You can either do this on the fold, or you can do it as one big piece. I've just cheated and done it on the fold. So I'm going to put it right sides to right side, and then I'm just going to do a 1 centimetre seam allowance down the pumpkin, back tacking as you go. Cut your threads. So now we've sewed up one of the sides, we've got a tube. So what we need to do is we're going to use a gathering stitch along the top and along the bottom. So this Janome has an inbuilt gathering stitch, but if you don't have one of those, use a really long stitch, probably 4mm plus, and make sure you leave tails so you can pull it tight. When you're doing your gathering stitches, make sure that it's about at least 1 centimetre from the raw edge. And when you come to meet, go close but don't overlap. And then don't cut your threads, give yourself a nice long tail, just like so. And then repeat this for the bottom piece. So input. Okay, so now you're going to start to gather your stitches. So pinch one of the tails and gather them along, and then keep easing them out so you end up with a top and a bottom that's fully gathered, like so. Okay, so we gathered up the top and the bottom now. So what we've got to do is turn this inside out, and we are going to sew together the base. So now it's turned inside out, we're going to take this to the sewing machine, lie it flat, and then we're going to do a straight stitch all the way across, going over all of these little gathers so it encloses it. And then turn it the right way around. And now the bottom of the pumpkin is all nice and concealed and all gathered up. Now we're going to stuff the pumpkin with the toy stuffing. So now we've filled the pumpkin, we've got our little gathered stitches here, and we're going to tighten it up, and then get your cinnamon stick, and we're going to tighten it up, double knot it, and then to secure it we will get a hand needle and some thread, and we're going to just gather the stitches around the top. So now we've secured the top by just gathering some stitches around the top, putting the cinnamon stick in the centre. Now to finish it off, I've got this natural jute twine. I'm just going to cut off a piece, and then we're going to tie it around the stem of the cinnamon stick, just like so, and then create a little bow. Give the tails a trim to the length you want it. And there you have a gorgeous fabric gathered, lovely and neat pumpkin. And this is so beautiful. I'm going to give it to my mum for her birthday, which is in a few days' time. And you can create your own pumpkin patch just like I have. So congratulations, you've now made your fabric pumpkin, and I hope you enjoyed making that as much as I enjoyed showing you how to do it. And don't forget, if you make them, please tag me in your makes on Instagram, and tag me in at Carrie Can Make It. And be sure to follow this YouTube channel for more sewing and crafting tutorials. But until next time, bye bye!